Friends, there has been further development on Ukraine front. The Russian army has penetrated, entered many places, and there has been international hue and cry. In the meantime, Russian military and Russian advance has got support from various countries, of course on expected lines, like Syria, even Iran. By the way, there have been some other countries irrelevant for this situation, but still they have talked something or more. Taliban government has said that both the parties should go for peace talks. And so has been many other countries, that includes Australia. There has been news on all the channels in Indian media that Narendra Modi has talked to Putin for a long time, half an hour and so, and advised him to withdraw the army. What is the fact? Nothing is known because nothing has been aired from the Russian side. But for half an hour, Putin has had the time in this chaotic situation to talk and then hear that he should withdraw all the army. Anyway, nothing has been agreed. European Union and USA, which have been shouting on top of their voices, trying to ban each and every trade and banks of Russia wherever possible. All forms of whatever they can do, except that military action, are being done, but nothing is stopping Putin and his army to move forward. In the meantime, there has been small other incidences like military army of Russia is in close vicinity of Kyiv, and that is confirmed. The air bases, military bases and other things have been badly destroyed in many parts of Ukraine, and Ukrainian army in some parts have also surrendered to Russian army where they are being treated well. It is expected because as per Putin, he has asked, rather instructed in a way, that Ukrainian army must surrender and pave the way for talk. And if war continues for another 2 to 3 days, even Zelensky will surrender. I am not sure, but it is likely that it will surrender. And Putin again and again saying that we won't occupy Ukraine. In fact, Russia will not have any interest in occupying Ukraine and create another scenario like what it did in Afghanistan way back in 1980s and 90s and other countries. And it has also learned what America learned in Afghanistan, same country, for 2 decades. And finally, American army had to be withdrawn in most disgraceful fashion. Another news is that Kharkov people, when they saw Russian army advancing, they welcomed. They came to the road, welcome, clapped for them. They were happy. By the way, the Donbass and Kharkov and other nearby cities, townships in Ukraine, the Russian-speaking population is over 70%, while the Russian origin people are 35% and plus. That includes even nearby places of Crimea. Crimea is of course part of Russia now. In the meantime, Russian airspace is closed in reaction to what American and European unions have done for the European Union and US airline. That has been closed. Whatever they hue and cry, they make it has been closed. And naturally, even Ukrainian airspace is closed for fear of being shot down in case they fly, because most of their airfields have been closed. Even the Indian students and families which they want to return back to India have to go to other nearby countries like Poland and others to catch the Air India and other flights. By the way, Government of India said that now they will not charge anything. Earlier, whatever they have charged, not now. Why they charged earlier, double the prices? Well, that is part of the business. Now, Putin has also agreed on the request of Zelensky to have another talk in Minsk. Though at the same time, Putin said that NATO and Ukrainian government have not agreed upon the talk on Minsk Part 1 and Part 2. It is they who have sabotaged the whole issue and a peaceful coexistence. Naturally, wherever NATO is there, whether it is Cold War or not, there cannot be peace unless you accept their subservience. You become their slaves. And whatever Zelensky is doing now, it is out of his own safety. He says he will not run away, but you remember what happened when Taliban advanced to Kabul and captured it. The then president there, he ran away finally with massive amount of money and other things. Also, there is hackers group Anonymous, which has attacked Russian Today, RT, and other Russian web pages, claiming that they are continuing their attacks, web page and other things, wherever the web space and everything, they will not leave it. They will try and put the Russia down. Their hackers group will even hack the government's web pages and other things. Let us see what happens. Once the war breaks out, nothing is civil, nothing is in normal cases. It is not mythological war what took place in India, Mahabharat, where after sunset, even the enemies, they used to come ask each other's how about, and then next day morning they used to get ready to continue their wars. So let us see how long this war continues, how long the world media, which is deadly against Russia, against Putin, trying to demonize Russian government and Putin. Friends, whichever way you see this war, do not mechanically look at it, the war between two imperialist camps and war for redividing the world market and hegemony. It is not so simple. See the background of NATO after Second World War, the role of US imperialism. See what has happened after the break of USSR, though it was not a socialist entity anymore when it broke out, disintegrated. Do not see the history book without seeing the present conditions. You learn, of course. You read them, you understand the basics. You understand the basic laws historically in present scenario. But do not try and force them upon in today's geopolitical conditions. Why Russia is forced to? Why Biden was shouting war will be tomorrow, day after, within a week or something? Why NATO reached to the doors of Russia, what they wanted, and why Russia was forced to counterattack? And now why Zelensky is jumping? Even the other countries in nearby, they have said they will not join NATO, ex-USSR countries, nations. And finally, what is good for the people, for the working class in a particular country or globally? If it is not good for them, then no war is good, no country is good. No religion, no caste, no color, no government, no state is good. Thank you, friends.